Right. George Rose, good night of boxing tonight, mate. Good card, some great fights. We'll get to the main event in a minute, but some great fights.
Yeah, look, I was really happy with the event here at Newcastle. Newcastle crowd turned up again, very vocal, they build a special buzz that I think helps the fighters get up, and I think that's why we saw so many great performances, some big finishes, and some really standout performances. I think across the whole card, from the prelims all the way through to the main card.
We saw CJ Mundine, a controversial result there. How did you see that one?
Yeah, look, I thought he landed a lot of clean punches. I can understand. People seeing it both ways. The G-Banger really got the crowd going, so he had a lot of support as well. So, I thought it was close, but I thought CJ landed a lot of clean punches, and I think it's a great fight for him to grow from.
Callum Peters, an impressive performance as well.
Outstanding. We talked about how much of a step-up fight that was for him, and to go out and dominate the way that he did, and to get 10 rounds in as a 22-year-old kid coming out of the amateurs, only just recently committing, full-time to the pros. I thought that's great for him to show that he can get through 10 rounds. There's a lot of guys who can't do that, and with his work rate as well to get through the rounds, I thought it was good. He really dominated it. I thought that there was a chance of stopping it there early. Some of them body shots were very, very nice, but showed the calibre of opponent that he was up against. And again, I think that's good for his growth as a pro boxer, to be in that situation where you think you can finish an opponent, but they stay in front of you and they keep making you work, and you've got to push through the next 5 or so rounds to be able to close out the fight.
Now, the main event, Nikita Tszyu, a TKO victory over Oscar Diaz, mate. How did you see the fight? Happy with Nikita's performance tonight?
I'm very happy with Nikita's performance. I know there's a lot of people wanted to see him get rounds, and I thought that he delivered his most complete performance as a boxer to date, and he's had a lot of great fights already in his short career. But I think that one was his best boxing performance that I've seen from him, and I'm glad that he did it in that one, because it is his toughest opponent that he's faced, and he faced a tough opponent, a bloke who took some serious punishment and kept coming. He kept moving, and he showed why he is undefeated and why he's got the status that he does, because he took a lot from Nikita.
A bit of controversy at the end there. How did you see that moment? And had he stayed down, perhaps it could have been a DQ. How did you see that?
Yeah, look, anything can happen in boxing, and I think Nikita explained well, what had gone wrong for him at that moment, and he definitely doesn't have that sort of malice. While he talks about winning in vicious fashion quite often, he wants to do it legally. He always wants to do it legally. So definitely no intent from him, and it was an accident at the time, and I think the team acknowledged it, and they were able to shake hands after it. So it was a really good fight and a good performance from Nikita.
Where does he go from here, George? And there's talk of guys like Keith Thurman, Tony Harrison, Josh Kelly even. Where would you like to see Nikita Tszyu go from here?
Yeah, well, he's in a position to be able to fight all of those, and I think it's sitting down and having a conversation with him and the team. I'd love to see him get a few more world-ranked opponents under the belt, a few more experienced opponents under his belt, and keep building out his resume. I'd love to, every one of those fights that you mentioned, I'd love to see him take them eventually. But I want him to keep being active. I want him to keep fighting, keep gaining that experience, and more performances like this. It's hard to not keep pushing him forward. If he keeps doing what he did tonight, you've got to keep pushing him up.
Liam Paro announcement next week, I'm hearing. Tuesday, maybe? Or what's the latest on that one?
Who'd you hear that from, though?
Peter Badell.
Pete was off the mailing list. I don't know how Pete got that one. Yeah, we've got an announcement coming for Liam Paro. You know, we obviously won that purse bid over Matchroom and won the right to hold that world title fight here in Australia. So we'll have an announcement for that. There's obviously been a few hold-ups with that announcement and with a bit going on with Team Crocker, and we're now in a position to be able to share the date and location and yeah, give that opportunity for Liam Paro to win that world title.
And then when can we expect to hear some news on Tszyu, Errol Spence?
Jesus, mate. What? You're pushy.
Fans want to know.
I just gave you a great event here at Newcastle. I'm giving you the Liam Paro announcement. What? How much do you want in the 1 week?
Oh, mate, bit more.
Let's give it a little bit of space. We'll give it let you get excited about Paro. Get a bit happening off the back of that, and then we'll have a break. We'll catch our breath. We'll recoup, and then we'll announce Tim's location. You've already got the date.
Could it be a stadium show?
It could be anything.
Cool.
Look, it depends where it ends up. There's obviously here in Australia we've got a lot of great venues. Timing for getting those great venues is very competitive. We've got a lot of major events take place here, and so all of our great venues do get chewed up pretty quick. So where we can get it and when we can get it, we will announce it very soon with a Jai McAllister exclusive.
There we go. All right, last one. Sam Goodman. There was some news on him today as well.
What was that?
There was some news. It was out. Peter Badell wrote it. Peter Badell put it out.
What did he put out?
Potential title shot.
He's off the mailing list. How's he sharing these things?
Wait, I don't know. But there is some
was
talk.
it Pete or was it Den?
No, it was Pete. Yeah. It was Pete. But some big opportunities on the horizon for Sam Goodman.
Look, we're in a great position right now where so many of our fighters are in great positions. Where Sam Goodman, coming off the back of his strong win recently, he'll roll into another huge opportunity very soon.
There you go. Thanks, George. Appreciate it.
Pete Badell's got the exclusive.